Family and friends of a 16-year-old girl swept into Lake Michigan on New Year's Eve, still waiting for answers tonight.
Her body hasn't been recovered yet, and searchers are having a really tough time in the rough waters of Lake Michigan. Fox 17's Michael Martin spoke with relatives of her 18-year-old friend, and they say he was there and desperately tried to hold on to her, but the waves were just too powerful. Michael?
Yeah, Annie, Doug, good evening. Like you said, 18-year-old Cade Goodrich also washed into Lake Michigan in this ordeal. I'm going to take a step out of the way, and you can see the pier where this actually happened, and you can see a portion of it where there is no blue bars, no barrier to keep you out of the water. Those waves really licking against the cement, and just imagining how difficult that could be to maneuver, particularly at night. So these two teenagers were out here, and when they were pushed into the water by the waves, Cade actually got himself out, and while after the 16-year-old Eliza Trainer fell into the water, he was holding on to her for some time before he got out of the water. She was eventually taken by the waves because of that immense power that they had overnight. He made it out of the water, was able to call 911. But family of Cade saying that understandably, he's devastated by what happened.
We hope we can bring her back home. We hope that she can be located and that we can start getting some closure on this.
Family and friends of the two teenagers swept off the pier at Holland State Park Wednesday night, on scene Friday, as police were able to resume their recovery efforts.
We've been on and off doing shoreline searches throughout the day, throughout the evening. We've had drones up to search, and no luck so far.
The waters of Lake Michigan still not cooperating enough for divers to get out there,
because the conditions are just still too rough.
16-year-old Eliza Trainer from Flushing was with close friend Cade Goodrich. Cade's grandma, Linda Woods, says Eliza was extremely close with her family.
Her mom had passed away several years ago, and we more or less adopted her into our family. I don't know that much about her father. He's kind of a private person, but they do not have any insurance to cover any future funeral costs.
So a GoFundMe campaign has been started to help the teenager's family with expenses going forward. Linda says her grandson, who was with Eliza when she was swept in, has been struggling in the aftermath.
Right now he needs a lot of prayer because of the emotions involved and seeing her go under. I haven't really talked to him. I went over and just kind of patted him on the head and looked at all the bruises he had.
Eliza went to Flushing Community Schools. Their superintendent posting a message to the district's Facebook page Friday afternoon saying she will be dearly missed by students and staff alike.
She was a great kid, great smile, great personality. I'm really just feel a loss for our school, for her friends, for her family. Really lost for the world. The world needs more smiles like the kind that Eliza had.
So back here at Holland State Park, you can see that recovery efforts are not going on at the moment. Ottawa County Sheriff's Office did have a boat that they were using sonar on out on the water for most of the day today. We were watching them. They were making their way up the harbor and in this area immediately around the pier. But as far as we know, they have not yet located anything. They have still yet to be able to put in their divers like we mentioned just a moment ago. But of course, they are eager to do that once conditions allow them. We'll bring you updates as they become available. For now, live in Ottawa County, Michael Martin, Fox 17 News.